night. I'm in the whirlwind of... She's like, what?
Just hilarious.
That's how we begin.
Of course I always vote for myself. I think everybody does. Why wouldn't they?
Put that on JC.
This week on Headline Country, Kellie Pickler hangs up her dancing shoes and gets back to work behind the microphone. Songwriters shine during CMA week. Jason Aldean, Blake Shelton, and Lady A receive high honors from the Academy of Country Music. And we'll introduce you to fast-rising star, singer-songwriter Brandy Clark.
Hey everybody, I'm Garth Brooks, and Headline Country starts right now.
Hello everybody, welcome to Headline Country. I'm Stormy Warren. Well, just a couple of days ago, this was the set for the 47th Annual CMA Awards. Thanks to a little smoke and mirrors and some elf dust, 48 hours later, the Bridgestone Arena has been transformed into a winter wonderland for this year's CMA Country Christmas Special, featuring Santa's helpers like Luke Bryan, Trace Adkins, Darius Rucker, returning host Jennifer Nettles, and dancing queen Kellie Pickler. And that's where we begin this week. We caught up with Kellie to talk about her big year, including the release of her brand new album, The Woman I Am.
I was born to chase the sun. Some horses gotta run. Yeah, I'm always gonna be a little bit gypsy.
Woman I Am. What I love looking down the track listing of this album is the fact that your husband has basically defined you with a lot of these songs.
He thinks he's got me figured out.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, the world has tried to figure you out for years.
Good luck. Oh, there's a lot going on up here. I was doing an interview, and at the very end of my interview, the guy asked me before I hung up the phone, what song of yours would you want me to play for a friend of mine that's never heard of you?
Right.
That describes you in a nutshell, who you are. And I went, I don't know. I really don't know. You know, I've written songs about parts of my life. Like, I Wonder is clearly part of my story, but that's not all of me. That's just a small part of my past. Mm-hmm. So I don't know that I've written that song yet. And he said, fair enough. And I said, well, be on the lookout for it because it's coming. And he said, okay. So Kyle came home that evening and we wrote The Woman I Am. And that made sense for the album title. It really just kind of brought everything full circle, and I'm happy with it.
That's the woman I am.
It is probably the most personal one, right?
I would say it's just shows another side of me and where I am in my life. I got to do a lot of reflecting and whatnot, and songs like Selma Dry, which is about my great-grandma.
Pistol packing, snuff chewing.
Yeah, like the whole 9 yards. But I look at her and she was stubborn and she was proud, and she, in so many ways that was a way of survival.
Sure.
And, she definitely had an armor on.
You just described yourself, didn't you?
And that's who I am. Writing The Woman I Am with Kyle was really neat because I didn't even put any of that together or tie Selma Dry and The Woman I Am. I didn't even tie those together until the record was done. 2 different, songs, clearly, but so much of her, it lives in me and is very much alive today.
Someone somewhere tonight is
You're trying to put this album together at the same time you're dancing with the stars.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about trying to juggle both of those worlds. Or did you separate them while you were in Dancing with the Stars? Was it all about Dancing with the Stars?
I had to kind of, put them in certain folders, and I would put on my dancing shoes and then clock out and put on my studio shoes and go record and then put those away. And you have to kind of use a file cabinet for your brain.
You did such a fantastic job on that show. To feel that love again from the nation, from all the viewers for Dancing with the Stars, I mean, it had to have been a flashback to when you were doing Idol.
After Derek and I won and we came back to Nashville, and the Grand Ole Opry had, that amazing big party, and the whole town came out, and I got a key to the city, which is actually a key, like a piano key. Which is very clever. I love that. It was so special. It meant so much to me to come here and be embraced the same way in Nashville that I was embraced and loved and supported in my own hometown where I was born and raised. It was so amazing. It was such a great feeling.
I'm about to show you just how missing me feels. And my red high heels.
You're so endearing, especially in the public eye, that everybody thinks that you're their best friend. You're America's darling. You're the sweetheart next door. You're this. People think they know everything about you.
I think that I've very much been an open book, but there's many chapters that people have not read and that have not even been written.
Jennifer
You
Lopez
know?
has a song, one of the lyrics in it is "Glitter in Your Blood," and that I thought was
How do you know that?
I'm Jenny from the block.
Oh yeah, you're her boo?
Yeah. But it's a glitter in the blood. I thought that it was a great definition of that
Yeah.
of that energy, of that vibrancy that
Yeah.
some people have when they walk into a room. They
Yeah.
they glitter.
Yeah.
And you have that too. You can see Kelly in her see-through gold dress and $1.5 million in 1920s diamonds on the CMA Country Christmas Special, airing December 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Coming up, ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC celebrate the biggest hit makers of the year. Welcome back to Headline Country. Well, last week wasn't just about the CMA Awards. Music licensing and performing rights giants ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC held their own award shows to honor the biggest songwriters of the year. Because, after all, it all begins with the song.
Let's lay down tonight and kiss tomorrow goodbye.
At the 51st Annual ASCAP Awards, songwriters with the top hits in country music got their chance to take center stage.
Keep on dreaming even if it breaks your heart.
Earning the most prestigious nod of the night, King George Strait took home the Founders Award, reserved for those who have made pioneering contributions to music by inspiring and influencing their fellow music creators.
You look at the list of names of the people that have gotten this award, and it's pretty impressive. And knowing now that my name will be on that list with all those people is really a rewarding thing. I'm really honored to get this award tonight. Thank you.
Let me show you how country feels.
A two-way tie between Randy Houser's How Country Feels from writer Neil Thrasher and Luke Bryan's Drunk on You from Chris Tompkins and Josh Keir walked away with Country Song of the Year props.
Hey, I'm a little drunk on you and high on summertime.
While the award also helped Keir earn the Songwriter of the Year honor, with 5 of the most performed songs of the past 12 months to his name, including Carrie Underwood's Two Black Cadillacs and Lady A's Dancing Away with My Heart. Eric Pasley, Shane McAnally, and Tom Gosson of Gloriana were also among the night's big winners as the attendees enjoyed a George Strait serenade from Leanne Womack, Alan Jackson, and Garth Brooks.
I remember the exact moment. Heard George Strait for the first time and realized what I want to do the rest of my life. And so I have spent the rest of my life and will spend the rest of my life trying to be George Strait. If he didn't have a career, I wouldn't have had a career.
It's very special to have, you know, artists of that caliber coming out to support you and do something like that for you. It means a lot to me.
Over at BMI, ASCAP's Man of the Hour, George Strait, helped honor songwriting legend Dean Dillon with BMI's prestigious Icon Award.
He's done a lot for country music, and it's good to see, you know, songwriters being honored that way.
I think George Strait's cut like over 50 of his songs, just George, not counting all the other hits Dean's had.
He's so consistent in his writing, and he should be praised for that.
I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Joining George, Leanne Womack, Kenny Chesney, and Luke Bryan performed some of Dillon's biggest hits.
'Cause that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come away. Let's do it, boy.
While the icon himself, who has more than 90 charted songs to his credit, including 54 cuts by Strait alone, was for the first time in his career at a loss for words.
To be looked upon as someone to give this honor, it just blows my mind.
Wanted. Hunter Hayes, Troy Burgess.
Hunter Hayes' smash hit Wanted, penned by Hunter and Troy Burgess, took home Song of the Year props, while the man behind 6 of the year's most played songs, including Luke Bryan's Drunk on You, Jason Aldean's Take a Little Ride, and Tim McGraw's One of Those Nights, Rodney Clawson was crowned Songwriter of the Year.
Thank you for believing in me and standing behind me and helping me get this award.
This is my favorite night, man, just because it's all about the songwriting.
To be here among all these people that I have a ton of respect for, it's really, truly an honor.
We love tonight. The BMI Awards are epic, and it's just really, it's a cool night for everybody, and definitely to honor the songwriters and just have an intimate night, man. Everybody can hang out and have a good time. It's a good time.
Congratulations, icon.
Meanwhile, down the street at CSAC, it was the organization's happy hour that caught the attention of Thompson Square.
We just strolled in off the sidewalk.
We just saw a sign for free food and drinks, so we came in.
The CSAC is always the opening awards show for Awards Week, and so it's the first time that everybody in the industry is in a room together. We do this sort of once a year, so there's always a lot of special energy.
The evening featured a number of performances, including the singing-songwriting duo John Davidson and Jacob Bryant singing their #1 hit for the band Perry, Done.
It's nice for people to recognize, some of the faces or names behind the music.
Lady A's Hillary Scott took home 2 awards for her songs Goodbye Town and Dancing Away with My Heart, while singer-songwriter Jesse Rice won Song of the Year for his work on Florida Georgia Line's monster hit, Cruise. But in the end, it was Thompson Square's own Kiefer Thompson who, along with free food and drink, took home the trophy for Songwriter of the Year.
Thank you very much for this. Thank you for CSAC.
It's a great night tonight. I've been a CSAC member for, a little over a year now, and I'm very happy to be part of this fold. It's just a really great way to be able to give back to and say thank you to the songwriters who write all the songs that all the fans hear on the radio.
Thank you guys so much.
Still to come, the ACM Honors Gala celebrates Jason Aldean, Blake Shelton, and Lady A.